Mr. President, the Europeans seem to be moving off in a new direction on the Middle East to propose something perhaps in the United Nations for Palestinian self-determination. Obviously you are opposed to that. Is that correct?
Yes. We're making progress on the Mideast peace. If you look at it in a long-term perspective, 2 years ago no one would have thought that Israel and Egypt, the major Arab country, and Israel would be engaged in negotiations to resolve the differences between them. No one would have dreamed that the borders would be open, that diplomatic recognition would have been extended, that ambassadors would be exchanged, and that tourists would be flying back and forth between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem on one side and Cairo and Alexandria on the other. At this time, we are still working very closely with the Israelis and Egyptians to resume the formal talks. The basis for these talks and for future progress has got to be UN Resolution 242 and the Camp David Accord document, which is almost like a Bible now. Any attempt that might be made by the European allies to circumvent or to replace this Camp David process would be a mistake, in my opinion. And any attempt made to fragment or to change UN Resolution 242 would be a very serious mistake. We would not permit it. And if necessary, I would take action within the United Nations Security Council to prevent any damage to UN Resolution 242. Obviously, we can't expect an easy resolution of an important and difficult and ancient division as exists between the Arab countries and Israel. But we've now focused upon the few remaining issues, which are very serious, but which are clearly defined. The authority of the self-governing authority within the West Bank Gaza area, land rights, water rights, these kinds of things. And the Israelis know what they are, the Egyptians know what they are, we know what they are, and others around the world who are interested know what they are. We would try to discourage the European allies from injecting themselves into this process as long as we are still engaged in negotiations which might lead to success.